from injury. I mean, tell us a bit about that. Your role. It seemed like you're winning plenty of footy.
Yeah, no, it was good to get back out there amongst the girls. Playing off a little bit of the halfback in the midfield was good. You can sort of read the ball a little bit more when it's coming in the back line, so that was nice to sort of get back to the roots there.
Are you planning to come back into the midfield, or are you enjoying the halfback role?
Yeah, I'll probably still play a bit of a dual role in the midfield and off the halfback, but yeah, just see what Dan says every week, but I think he's enjoying both.
Definitely, and I guess looking into this weekend, Geelong's going into Melbourne, and Geelong's never really met Melbourne before. How is the team, tackling this? How do you prepare for going into the unknown?
Yeah, I think playing a new team is also so exciting, and to be able to do it at home, which is great as well. But we sort of go into every game wanting an outcome the way we play our game, so we don't sort of come in expecting to win. What we want to do is just sort of keep to our structures and play that sort of brand of football where the outcome will sort of work it out itself if we play that way, and we measure that every week. It's not sort of about the wins or the goals or anything like that. It's sort of the momentum in how we go in each quarter. So yeah, we'll kind of just been excited to play Melbourne for the first time, but yeah, we sort of measure it off what we expect of each other.
You talk about playing at home. What's the impact of playing at home instead of Casey Fields, which is really infamous for being super windy and having tricky conditions?
Yeah, I think we adapt anywhere we play, but nothing beats playing on GMHBA. On a Thursday night, school holidays, hopefully we can get a big crowd down, 6:15. I feel like it's a perfect time for families to get down as well. So yeah, it's always such a nice feeling running out of the race at GMHBA, and to play Melbourne for the first time here in front of a good crowd would be amazing. So excited.
And you touched on this just a little bit, but after Port, Dan said, the plan was to set the tone from the start, but he also pointed out, the next goal is to play consistently across 4 quarters. What's a challenge for the girls at the moment? Is it concentration? Is it fatigue?
No, I think it's just tapping into what we do best for 4 quarters, really. So, coming out after half time, that's what we try to do, but, that Port came in really hard there, and their pressure around the football was excellent, so we just need to be able to match that throughout the 4 quarters, and a game of footy always ebbs and flows, so we just got to be able to adjust to that. But yeah, we tend to start really well, and hopefully in the next few weeks continue to build that consistency throughout the quarters.
Talking a little bit about the team's mindset going into last weekend, obviously you guys at the time were 2-1. The result was probably going to have a big bearing on where you guys sat on the ladder going into round 5. But in terms of, I guess, how much emphasis you placed on the outcome of the weekend's game, getting into a 3-1 start with the win, how much extra riding were you putting on that contest in particular?
Yeah, it definitely wasn't on our mind at all. We just wanted to come in and play our brand of footy, and I think we did that for a half of the game. And yeah, we kind of go into every game wanting to play our certain way of footy, and as much as we've probably won 3-1, we're still not satisfied with how we're playing. So that's just what we strive for each week, and ticking those boxes and getting the wins is a bonus. But yeah, we definitely sort of came out of the game probably a lot of positives out of it, but a little bit flat that we didn't play 4 consistent quarters of footy, and that's what we're going to strive for every week. So yeah, it definitely wasn't on our mind how important that game was or anything like that.
Yeah, and you had the 3rd game out of 4 that you guys have kicked over 60 points in total, so everything seems to be clicking up at the scoring end for you guys, bar last round 3 against North. But are you accrediting that performance up front to more of a culmination of work from the backs to the mids to the forwards, or are you seeing that more as just a real improvement in the forward quality that you guys are seeing, and more of a development from your front 6 in particular?
Yeah, I think as you said, the connection between the back lines, mid and forward makes that the goals happen, really. So we've worked a lot in the off season in our attack and getting the ball forward and locking it in and scoring off the back of that. So it is a reflection on all lines. But yeah, definitely shout out to the forwards as well. They've been putting a lot of work in and their movement up forward. But yeah, it's definitely a collective effort for that.
And Chloe, obviously up front, I think she's tied second in goals at the moment in the season. Talk a little bit about her form and what you think her reason for clicking as she has to this point in the season has been to this point.
Yeah, Shiri's she's a pretty special player. She we've seen glimpses of it last year and what she can do with the ball in hand, but I think the way we sort of attacking the footy now and getting it in deeper and the movement that the other forwards create for her and what she's got to do off ball as well really creates those opportunities for her. And sometimes you shake your head when she's kicking left foot snaps here and there, but yeah, she's a very special player, but she works her ass off to be able to have that outcome, and so do the others around her as well.
Just looking off the field, Beck, obviously you've got a media role at the Cats, and you're heavily involved in the podcast as well. I mean, how are you finding that, and is that something you want to look to, when your AFLW career is over?
Yeah, I love the dual role here, and it's been great to be at the footy club, and they know my support around trainings and stuff like that, so it's been amazing. But yeah, I love getting behind the mic and putting the headphones on with the other girls and having a gas bag here and there. But the media side of stuff's been awesome too, so yeah, something that I've loved to dabble in so far and see where it takes us, I guess.